Okay, so Claude just promulgated a new feature called Claude Design, and I believe this is essentially their answer to the dominance of Google Stitch. So in a nutshell, the Claude Design feature lets you generate some designs, prototypes, slides, one-pagers, and many more. And perhaps one major advantage of Claude Design is, I believe, is its impressive animation and motion graphics capability. I mean, if you create a design with just a basic prompt, you can get a really nice looking animation on your project. So this stuff used to be very difficult to get or implement in many coding tools, but now it is basically a default capability that you'll notice right away when you're creating your own design via Claude Design. But despite all of that, I do notice the lack of a download button, especially if you want to render the animation or motion graphics as a video format, which is kind of disappointing. Sure, I mean, the tool is mostly made for developers and web designers, but I think it would be amazing if we can use it as a tool that maybe can help us to generate some animations or motion graphics, which is actually quite important in some video projects. So given the lack of a dedicated download button, how do we able to download, let's say, the animations or motion graphics that were created in Claude Design? Well, I found at least 3 options or 3 methods that you can try to download your Claude Design project as a video format. It could be MP4 or WebM format. So I'm going to show you all the methods that I just discovered to tackle this problem. So the method number 1 is quite primitive and it's actually very simple, which is recording your computer screen. So for that, you can use any video editor tool like Filmora, CapCut, VideoPad, and many others. Usually they do come with a built-in screen recorder, or maybe you can also use a Chrome extension like I found an extension called Screen Capture and Screen Recorder. This is available for Chromium-based browsers, but of course you can use any apps, you can use any extensions that able to do the same. So after that, you can go back to your Claude Design or your Claude Design project, and then you can maybe open or present the design in this tab or perhaps in full screen, but I do recommend to just open it in this tab, and then you can open the extension or the screen recording app on your computer, and then you can adjust the setting, and then you can start recording and just wait until the recording is finished. Now, the downside of this method is obviously if, let's say, you have a motion graphics or animations that might take 1 or 5 minutes to finish, then you literally have to wait for 5 minutes for the screen to be recorded by the app or the Chrome extension. So I think that's one very obvious downside of this technique. But this method is very, very simple. I mean, it's going to be very reliable and you can export or get the video right away. So yeah, that's the first method that you can try. Now, the second method that perhaps you can try to get your Claude Design project as a video format is by using this app that I just discovered very recently. And apparently someone just created a tool, a web-based tool called Claude to Video that seemingly try to answer this very problem. So basically, if you have any Claude project that you want to download as a video format, you can, let me just click escape. So let's say I want to get this globe animation. I can click share, and then I'm going to, not share, it's actually present. So you have to click present and then click new tab. And then you have to copy the URL and you can put that onto claudetovideo.com. That's basically how you do it. But so far, I wasn't able to render the video. So apparently there is a specific technicalities that you need to fulfill before this tool can try to render your animations or your motion graphics as a video format. So it's not going to be the bulletproof method, but I guess you can give this tool a try. Perhaps it is something that can be done for your particular project. Now, another method that you can try is essentially we want to add a built-in sort of video recorder on the app or on the design that you have on your Claude Design project. But before that, I highly recommend to duplicate your project, because we are trying to modify or add something that might not be necessarily needed for the project. So I'm going to navigate to the home screen of Claude Design, and then I'm going to, let's say I'm going to right click on this project, which is the globe loader, and then click duplicate. Okay, I got the copy. Now, after that, I'm going to use this prompt, and you can actually use the prompt in the description down below. I'll put it right there. And you can use any model. I think it doesn't really matter because this is a simple feature. Click send and just wait for AI to add that video recording tool into your Claude Design. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so it is done, but I have to clarify because this is actually not using the previous prompt that I showed you earlier, because I made a mistake. So on the previous prompt, it can actually record the screen, but it will display the record button on the screen, and that's not pretty. So we want to make the recording as clean as possible. So I resort to this option or this method where we start recording the video using a keyboard shortcut. But you cannot use the shortcut in this window. I mean, if I press the R or the S button on my Claude Design project page right now, it won't do anything. So it's not going to work. So instead, what you need to do is that you have to click present and then click new tab. And by the way, the new prompt will be available in the description down below. And yeah, this is the prompt that I eventually use for this demo. Anyway, here on the new tab, I do recommend to open the full screen so you can see the fullness of your design. And for Google Chrome, I believe it is the F11 key. And there you go. And after that, I can start pressing the keyboard key R to start recording and S to stop recording. So I'm going to press R, and then I can select the whole window. In this case, I'll just select this globe loader page, and then click share. And there you go. So the screen is now being recorded. You can see that there is a red pulsating icon on the top right corner of the screen, meaning that now it is recording. So that will tell you that it is now recording the page. And when you want to stop, just press the S key on the keyboard. And there you go. So download has started. To see it, you can press and hold escape, or you can just hover your cursor above the top area of the browser, and then you can see that we got this video. So one thing to keep in mind is that your cursor will still appear in the video. So make sure to not move your cursor around when you are trying to use this feature. Now, I have to be honest, because this is just a simple animation. It's just not very complicated. But if you have a design that might require some interaction, or some animations or motion might not happen when the user is not interacting with the page, then I guess you might want to, modify this prompt a little bit, because not all projects can be treated the same. So I guess this is just one idea that you can implement, and regarding on how or what technology that it needs to be used for recording the design, then it depends on the project that you have on Claude Design. But I hope this video shows you some examples that later you can use to generate or download your design or motion as a video format in Claude Design. And if you do like this video, then you can check out my other video up here, and I'll see you there.